under the lights on Sunday night.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the... the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rest as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Back to throw, Ritter. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he gets this up past the 40.
Yellow, line, ready.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Robinson up the middle. Gets around him, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
Ready?
Ritter off the play fake. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. But, Charles, you think about their impressive record, and then you look on the screen and see some of these injuries. That makes what they've done all that more impressive.
And when one of their starters or one of their key guys can't play, they miss him, but they just say, get well. We'll hold the fort until you get back, and the next person steps up into that void. This team has done a nice job all year long. No excuses, just performance. One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Trucks over it. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run again with Hunt. Runs over it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Kareem Hunt, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Ritter with it after the play fake. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ritter. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Osborne. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Ritter to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Black block. Set cut. Yellow. Lining.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean. They work now on 2nd and 9. Ritter now. Over the middle, caught by London. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
And out now come the Eagles. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, they're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictates sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. In motion, the tight end. Hurts. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Greg Dortch back deep. This is taken at about the 14. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Check pink, check white, blue check.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Gets past one man and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 55 yards on the ground here for Harris. It's a first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Hunt. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there. It's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 1. They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kevontae Turpin, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? Let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on, and how often does that team that had been playing before win game 1?
Right.
Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. When it's a one-shot deal like the NFL, that's critical because now you come in and you get the momentum, you can take them out in that one game, and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover, and they're usually the better team.
Well, they better halt that momentum on the other side quickly, or this might be their last game. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, 51 yards. And the Falcons are back within a score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Atlanta regains possession of the football. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Now Ritter throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Ritter will set up to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Ready.
Ritter throwing on third down. And that's incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Well, following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing is Hurts. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, 41 yards. And the Eagles continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Here we go.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Smart decision by Ritter, sliding down, and he's got the first. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Into the hands of London. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hurts throw complete there to Beckham.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Eagles.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Elliott good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. A Ritter's throw taken in by London.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Ritter to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Over the middle, caught by London.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We begin down south in Brazil, in the vibrant city of Rio, where you see the final score there.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Kevontae Turpin now to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
73.
They'll set up to throw.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Hurts. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Yellow, Lonnie, check pink, check white.
Finds his man on the out route. It's Chenault.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Ready. White. Set, cut.
On first down, Ritter.
And his throw is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Worcester picks and he's got him. Touchdown Atlanta. Kyle Pitts
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Koo now for the point after.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2nd and 6. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the 2nd half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into the sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Ritter back to throw. That is caught. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That's another Falcons. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here's Ritter. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Check white.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ready?
Robinson going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against the defender.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Wide 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 157 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll run with Hunt. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Play action. Here's Hurts. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Smith red, black swap, yellow, line.
Back to throw, Ritter. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Check pink.
At their 48-yard line.
Check white, blue, check. Switch, yellow, up.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
It's complete to Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Ritter now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Check pink.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Check white, blue, check. Switch, yellow, opposite, green, Smith
now
red.
Ritter to throw on 1st down. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Ritter again. And that'll be caught downfield by Chenault. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Another Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
There's another one complete to Chenault. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now we'll pause for an injured player, and that's wide receiver Drake London, who's shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in by Fitzpatrick. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Ritter will throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down, right back to Hunt. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the work.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Silver.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now Ritter and the Falcons down by 16. A minute 53 remaining. This crowd has stayed with them throughout, but they need 2 late scores to advance in these playoffs as they've got a first down. Now Ritter. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. Third down. Ritter.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On third down, here's Hunt. So they stay alive in the